Welcome to Mr. Incredible News. Every clip begins with a moment that seems completely ordinary. What happens next is the reason these videos were never forgotten. Mudslides aren't just mud. They're water, rocks, trees, and gravity all working together. That's a combination nobody wants to stand in front of. Floodwater doesn't knock before it enters. Once the river changes course, everything in its path becomes part of the current. A highway median is designed to stop a bad day from becoming everyone else's bad day. Sometimes, though, even the barriers reach their limits. Professional truck drivers spend thousands of hours driving safely. Sometimes their greatest risk comes from someone else's impatience. Heavy rain changes more than the view. It changes how much trust you should place in every slope beside the road. Parking next to the waterfront usually comes with a nice view. Nobody expects the scenery to reach out and tap the side of the van.
Coming down now. What the hell is it?
Heavy lifting isn't just about strength. It's about weather, planning, communication, and respecting limits that can't be negotiated. That utility pole wasn't designed to save lives, but it may have done exactly that. Every repair crew needs a supervisor. This one just happens to have 4 paws and works exclusively for snacks. Most people think of tornadoes as a danger to houses. Airports can be just as vulnerable when the wind decides to take control. A tailings dam doesn't have to be very tall to be dangerous. What matters is the incredible amount of water and waste waiting behind it.
No.
When a heavy trailer gets hung up on a crossing, time becomes the enemy. That's a race a freight train almost always wins. Automatic transmissions make driving easier, but they also demand one simple habit. Always make sure the vehicle is in park before stepping out. Working in the mountains means respecting more than the machinery. The hillside itself can become the biggest hazard on the job.
Porca troia!
Underground transportation works brilliantly on ordinary days. During extreme weather, being underground suddenly becomes the biggest challenge.
راعي لبنان أول سيارة محمد يوصل هنا.
A dry riverbed can fool you into thinking it's harmless. Then a flash flood reminds everyone why locals treat wadis with so much respect. The ocean is already unpredictable enough. Adding unnecessary maneuvering around another vessel only raises the stakes for everyone on board. A load weighing 1.5 million pounds isn't simply transported. It becomes a moving engineering project. With 7 trucks pushing and pulling in perfect coordination, every mile depends on teamwork, timing, and absolute precision. Guess the Ford was running low on power, so it decided to borrow some from the utility pole. Fire is dangerous. A runaway train is dangerous. Put the two together, and every emergency plan gets put to the ultimate test. That funnel-shaped cloud isn't just dramatic to look at. It's a visible sign that the atmosphere is releasing an incredible amount of energy. Give that man a medal. He just completed a full triathlon in under 30 seconds. The first earthquake isn't always the last danger. Strong aftershocks can strike without warning, which is why evacuation orders matter. The machine did exactly what it was built to do. The trouble started with the person behind the controls. Those trucks aren't just hauling equipment up the mountain, they're carrying the hopes of thousands of people united for a cause bigger than themselves. Most heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they wear a reflective vest and know exactly what to do under pressure. A drilling rig can weigh dozens of tons. When something that massive starts tipping, your only winning move is getting out of its way. A generator weighing 1.9 million pounds doesn't simply travel down the highway. It transforms the entire route into a carefully managed engineering operation. Every mile reflects months of planning, specialized equipment, and flawless teamwork. Nature sometimes creates the most fascinating boundaries. A V12 can generate incredible performance and an incredible amount of heat. That's one reason even small engine fires demand immediate attention. Runways leave no room for mistakes. When aircraft and construction crews share the same space, timing has to be perfect. The biggest challenge begins after the show ends. Thousands of heavy machines must leave the exhibition grounds within days, turning one event into one of the largest coordinated transport operations in the industry. Moving a transformer isn't about speed, it's about precision. When the cargo weighs hundreds of tons, every foot of the route is planned in advance.
There he goes! There he goes!
Standing behind a departing jet may sound exciting, but thousands of pounds of thrust don't care who's holding a camera. The smartest move in this whole incident wasn't behind the wheel. It was knowing when to jump clear. Luck showed up today, but it's a terrible safety plan. Around railroad tracks, awareness beats good fortune every single time. Off-road performance isn't determined by horsepower alone. Giant Kraz tires give this Ural a much larger contact patch, helping it spread weight more effectively and maintain traction where ordinary trucks would quickly dig themselves in.
Oh,
You're watching Mr. Incredible News. These cameras weren't looking for history. They simply happened to record it.